Hey YouTube, coming at you with the Catch Cup team. Great League Tapu Fini I'll cover in another video because I've got one coming with that as well. Tentacruel and Tyrant. So Tyrant is the one I want to focus on here. Tyrant is a very glass cannon type Pokemon. I had to use it in enough actions because it was one of the best safe swaps in the league, and it's because it's like rock, dragon typings, right? So you really have you have like your fairy and your ice. Like ice is really gonna hurt, but fairy and fighting is really in ground, I guess, too, are your weaknesses. But outside of that, like neutral, as long as you don't run into a steel and a fairy, this thing does really well. Just because the Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw, as you're gonna see in some of these matchups, like really chunk. So let's get into the battles. I had it on the lead sometimes, and I put it in the back sometimes, so that's why it's on the lead here. That rock typing helps resist this poison, right? So they are throwing resistant poison moves. This is a Toxapex that you're just chipping here. You get to the Dragon Claws, again, pretty quick. Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, good energy generation. Toxapex is tanky, so there's not much you can do there. So it's still just a Dragon Claw, right? So it's not like it's some huge hitting move, but these Dragon Tails will add up. I see, like that's not insignificant damage, just doing some Dragon Tails on Umbreon. Like, Umbreon's a very tanky Pokemon. I'm coming with Tapu because a Fairy, just absorb it. That last resort really hurt, and I'll go for more Tapu in another one, but like, it's kind of underwhelming. You had to trade for it, so it's a 6-4-8, terrible IVs, but right at 14.99, so I just did it. It's okay. It's just like with Lantern in the meta, there's no real reason to use Tapu right now, in my opinion. It's just like a worse version of that. So they come and start farming, which is fine. I'm just gonna chip here. Not much chip, but that is okay. So now the question is, yeah, I'm just gonna actually save that. Come in Tentacruel, because I know I resist everything. I just didn't want to get farmed down unnecessarily. Brian and Sledge are such terrible moves, and they are not leaving, which makes me believe they are weak to this in the back. Poison or water, unclear which one they are weak to. Scald will take him down. It is an Obstagoon, so that is okay, because counters are resisted. I could take one Night Slash from here. So the question is, do I throw Scald or do I throw Acid Spray? And I throw the Acid Spray. And I believe I get the shield. So their defense is lowered. Like, keep that in mind. Their defense is lower ×2. They will eventually take me out here. But look at that. This is an Obstagoon. Oh, I am shielding to force to do more damage. Okay. That's why the Tyrant... Yeah, okay. Their attack sharply rose. But this is going to put them 4 times lower. And then, yeah, 4 times lower Dragon Tail. That claw makes way more sense. Why this is booming 50% health Obstagoon is because it is 4 times lowered. Goodbye, Obstagoon. That Dragon Claw is taking you out. Slazzle, another Pokemon that you do well against. Out comes a Seal. Not a Seal. It's a Celio. Celio. In the moment when I came in, I forgot that I had Body Slam, which kind of hurts because they will get to a third Body Slam and I'm going to have to shield. But it's okay though, because this will allow me to just... I threw the Acid Spray once, farm down. Tentacruel is really interesting. It's a 1-11-14, so I probably will build this up eventually to Ultra League. I got to check the Ultra League stats actually. But I'll eventually build it up to Ultra League. I'm going to have to double shield because they actually get to 2 Body Slams. So this is not looking good. Golurk comes in. So I'm going to get the Scald off because this will do great chip damage if they let it go. They do not, which is not surprising. It's a Shadow. So that's going to do a ton of damage. These water guns are chunking because it is so glassy. So now they're down. That's fine. I can take anything. And now I'm probably going to want to get ahead with energy on Tyrant here. So one to take, look, that does a lot of damage, but I'm out of move, which is huge. I also have Ancient Power, which is a rock type move, which is very super effective against a fire. Goodbye, Sazzle. See you later. So this matchup's like interesting because you can win if you just like use 2 shields because these sparks aren't doing anything, right? Everything's resisted. But you're going to just see how glassy this is, that it's going to do like, what, 60%? No, okay, not even 50. But the sparks plus that will take me out. So I probably will need to shield one of these Dragon Claws. Again, chip, and the Dragon Tails do chip, but you are just going to get outpaced here. Because 5 sparks to a surf, there's not much I can do there, and that is already adding up. Throwing it here will take it out, or they can take switch, depends on what they want. So they let it go, and it is a fighter, which is I have 2 things that resist fighting, but also this has Leaf Blade, so this is gonna hurt. I know that. They cannot quite take me out, which is fine. What they may do is they may shield and farm down, because they will definitely be able to farm down and come out with the move. I, in the moment, forgot that poison actually resists grass, so end up shielding. It is a Brave Bird, so that's actually a good shield, but I was like, oh, I should probably come in that first. And it is a Shadow Dragonair. So I'm just lowering this, again, because I think that between the Poison Jab and Acid Spray plus Scald is resisted, right? So let's just lower their defense, try and chip as much as we can, try and catch. Catch failed miserably, and now this game's over. Yeah. So a little tough there, but what you're going to see is the problem is Tyrant's fun in metas like this. It's not good against like, well, it actually resists the owl, right? It resists the sky attack, but you do take super effective from the not super effective. You take normal from the Shadow Ball. But Tentacruel was actually a really interesting one. The problem is, I will post it soon too. I ran a triple poison team with the skunk from earlier today, Tentacruel, and I built up a Galarian Slowking to try. And I didn't realize how many grounds are in this until you're in the moments, because I saw both Stunfisks, I saw Dunsparce, which has Drill Run, I saw a couple S-Scavs in this. It's just like, wow, a lot of ground here, which kind of hurts Tentacruel a lot in this meta, right? Because you're throwing resisted poison jabs, and you take super effective from ground. I'm gonna have to shield because again, a Power Whip would 100% take me out from this range. They come in with Surfetched, another Surfetched. Can I just do chip damage here? And they let it go, and like we know. Let's just stop that there. We know that Surfetch is glassy, right? We know Surfetch is glassy. That's not a surprise to us. But I got one Dragon Tail through, and now a Dragon Claw, neutral damage, takes this into the like middle yellow, and now it's just easy farm down. I'm gonna shield because I can just shield this Power Up and then farm down. So that was kind of like Tyrant in the thing. It just like Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, it's in itself is not like overpowering by any sense, but just like they add up over time. And it was one of like the best safe swaps because there was like no fairies, there was no fighters in the league. So confusion user here, that's fine. This will probably grab a shield. I may shield back because I think I'm going to get to 2 Dragon Claws before they get to this, because especially with the actual proper timing there. I get a full Dragon Tail through. Even though it's just Psychic Fangs, that would put me pretty low. Another fighter. Coming in here, knowing that I get to the surf pretty quickly. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I'm like, okay, I wonder if I could take I probably take 1 Thunder Punch. I can't take 2. And then I throw like a close combat or something. So I'm guessing it's like a one move Pokemon. Close combat actually did quite a lot. And that's kind of what I noticed about Tapu. It's like it's pretty glassy in this Great League relative to its performance in Ultra League. Do get off a surf. What is in the back? It is a Lapras. Can I get to a move? No, I'm switch locked. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let's just lower the defense here, and then I should be able to Poison Jab and Dragon Tail down. Problem is, it looks like it's running like a Frost. Yeah, they may bump it right back up with Skull Bash. It looks like they're running some sort of like Ice Shard. Yeah, so that'll do super effective against Tyrant. So Tyrant is useless. I have to probably try and catch on it, catch a Skull Bash on Tyrant, and then just farm down here. Yeah, so sorry. Catch on the Tyrant, absorb that resisted Skull Bash, but they know. Togedemaru, You're good. You're good against anything unless you see a steal, and I saw a steal. And now we have a matchup of the absolute glass cannons here. Bruxish against Tyrunt. We are just absolutely chipping each other here. This will take it out, but then it... Oh, so they shield. That's fine. I do get to another move, so this will take them out. So what I should have done is be aware that they have a Togedemaru, which I resist the electric. And this is just a really, 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 really dumb play on my part. Because I'm now double weak to electric in the back. So Fell Stinger, which is a terrible bait move, basically takes me out. And now this thing's loaded. And I'm going to lose to Togedemaru, which is fine. I am fine losing. I actually lost twice to Togedemaru with this team. So maybe come up again. Yeah, when you have two things that are weak to electric and one that is throwing resisted moves on the steel, you're not going to have a good time. Which is fine. I'm already at legend. If you beat me to grind yellow in this last week, I'm fine with you taking me down. Blasting wild charges left, right, and center here, as you do with Togedemaru. Escav, again, you're weak to counter, so you got to get out of here. I guess I should have put Tyrunt in the front. I think like 1 or 2 matches I have it in the back, and I think that's what I saw when I put the team together. But it looks like Tyrunt's on the lead pretty much in all these. There's double water in the back, so that's why I think I put it on the lead. And then we have... Again, a counter user that knows drill run. So, not a counter user. Wait, they did have Escav in the front, yeah? Yeah, they have Escav, and now we're into Dunsparce. So, 2 Pokemon that know drill run is not gonna... I'm not gonna have a good time here when I'm double weak to ground. Just take that. So I am gonna be up a shield. Actually, I might get to another move here. Yeah, roll out is too bad a move to farm down on. It is so bad for damage. So now I took switch. Not that it matters. I got 2 Pokemon that can't do anything here. So I just come in here because I know counters resisted. I'll have to shield up a drill run. There's not much I can do there, but at least I can get to the Scalds and just double shield up drill run if I have to, which I probably will have to. I can't really go back into Tyrunt and just like, because those counters will add up. So I may need to double shield here and hope I can get the farm down. And here's another one. That's good. We have a 3rd ground move. So I do not see how I'm going to get out of this one. I am baiting a Scald here. Sort of maybe it's my only chance. They are loaded. And now these Dragon Tails could chip enough actually. So baiting the Scald, lowering their defense substantially. These Dragon Tails are chipping. Dragon Claw, I don't even... It's going to put it low. I don't think it's going to take it out. Yeah. Can I get one more through? I can. This will take me out. And now can I Poison Jab down? I think I actually may be able to Poison Jab down before they get to another move here. No, they give up switch and counters are resisted. And now I am at a move for the win. Their defense was lower, so I probably would have been able to Poison Jab down anyways, but it would have been close. Tyrant against Dunsparce again. This is not as bad. I think you could take 1 drill run. Again, just chunking with these Dragon Tails, Dragon Claw. Like Dunsparce is a relatively tanky Pokemon. We're putting it into the yellow with these. I am going to shield. I don't think I need to shield. I think I could have 1. But it's not something I want to test right now. Let's see if I can just take this out. See, I think this is a mistake. I always had to use... Again, I wouldn't obviously use this team in general. I wouldn't use Tyrants in general in the open. I should Dragon Tail down. This is just really poorly played so far, quite honestly. What am I doing? And they have a Jellicent in the back, so that's not good. Throw this, assuming that a Shadow Ball would take me out, and it doesn't take me out. Yeah, I remember this. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm playing so bad here. So they don't even shield. They don't need to. Can I get to another Surf? Can. If I get to another Surf, maybe it puts it in Dragon Claw range. get the Hex through. Either way, this is not looking good. So Tyrunt was very fun in a limited meta. I used it almost on every single team. Tentacruel seems like it has the potential to be good. They sniped me with Scrafty and this matchup's over. Tentacruel seems like it has potential to play. I'd say in Ultra League more than Great League. I don't mind it in Great League, just not with the current meta, right? Because the current meta is Metachamp, which will do super effective with the Psychic, Galarian Stunfisk, any Steel, which will just resist all the poison, Lantern, which is going to light you up as an Electric. And even the Owl matchup is probably not comfortable. So that is not super strong for Tentacruel. I think Tentacruel is a good Pokemon, especially being able to bait Acid Spray to lower their defense substantially is huge. And then Tapu, I like being able to use Great League Tapu, and if certain Pokemon are banned, for sure use it. But like, honestly, I'm using Swampert first. I'm using Lantern first. There's so many other Pokemon that I would prefer to use over Tapu right now. It's just a bit glassy. Again, even in this meta, it's just not amazing. I had to trade it down a. Let me just put in PV Poke just to see what level this is. I think this is at 20. 6, 4, 8, 6. Yeah, this is a level 20 Pokemon. It's just that the stamina is very low. So like someone said you don't need to like go through the breakdown of attack, defense, stamina. You can just look at its overall stat product. So just to give you some comparison against other waters, like Lantern is 2178. This is 1921. No, but Swampert's is only 1853. So I'd much rather use Swampert. So it's not just the stat product, it's also the moveset, right? And it just has like its attack is 116, defense is 154, and stamina is 107. So I feel like it's bumping its stat product with defense. And honestly, I think defense is probably the worst one you want to bump it with, right? I'll have to do, I think that's actually a fun video to do one day, and I think I will do it, but looking at the stat products of which one is more important. Based on what I've seen, just going through these stat products, because I'm looking at Lantern, it is very stamina heavy, and looking at the Owl, I'm guessing they're more stamina heavy as well. And that's kind of what I thought. Metachamp, evenish. Swampert is more stamina heavy than defense, but basically higher attack. Just trying to think of the other. What's Sableye look like? Sableye is just kind of balanced all around here. Trevenant, let's see. Trevenant is more stamina. So I'll have to do this one day because I think it would be interesting to look at like what these different stat products means: attack, defense, stamina, and how they go to your overall stat product. Because stat product wise, like I just got a Trevenant here is 1774, and this is and Tapu Fini is 1921. So overall, its stat products is better, but like it's way worse than Trevenant in my opinion in the Great League. And it seems like it's because Trevenant has a way better attack stat and a better stamina attack, but it's lower defense, and then Tapu's higher defense. So if I'm honestly just, again, I'll do more research into this, just based on playing it myself, I find that if a Pokemon has higher defense but lower stamina, it's much, much worse than higher stamina and lower defense. And then obviously attack is important too, because that's what does most of the damage. Because the Owl, the Owl has a 121 defense and 171 stamina, right? Which is like way better and inverse of the Tapu Fini. So I honestly, I'll do more research on it because I think it's interesting. But it looks like if I'm looking at stat product for what is a good Pokemon, I'm probably looking at attack and stamina first, and then defense, I really don't care what it is. yeah, and then your surf fetches are just brutal for both defense and stamina, but it's super high attack stat, which makes sense. Anyways, that is something I'm going to look into because I think that is a really fun video and it's probably interesting for me in team building. So it could be like a team building thing on stat products. So I will look into that and do a video on that. Anyways, that is it. Let me know in the comments below if you've used Tyrant or if you've used other sort of Pokemon that are fun in limited metas. That is it. So I appreciate you watching. So yeah, I will have, actually I can tell you right now because it's going up Thursday afternoon and then I got a few videos already done. So tomorrow, Friday, we have Melmetal in the morning and then around lunch, 12, 1, 2, probably like 1-ish because it's a Friday. We'll have my sort of live. I did a set live so you can see that. So it's basically me on like streaming a video sort of thing. So it's a set of 5 so you can get my thought process. And then I have a Gyarados team coming Saturday. And I haven't shot the other ones yet, but I'll have a Swampert team for Master League. I'll have another Tapu Fini team, and I did a triple poison team with Galarian Slowking. So I got 3 other teams to shoot, which is good because I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Maybe double up one of those days, and then I'll keep seeing what else I can make here. So that is it. League turnover on Wednesday. You may get a video of me or 2 in my hotel room. I am headed to Toronto on Tuesday. So I'll get there like Tuesday around dinner. I have a conference Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll be back like super late Thursday night. So depends on when like news comes out. I may need to shoot a video or 2 in the hotel room Tuesday, Wednesday night. Anyways, that is it. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.